Have you ever wondered why the ancient Egyptians were so fascinated with the afterlife? The answer to this intriguing question reveals much about their unique and complex civilization. But before diving into the depths of their fascination with the afterlife, let's embark on a journey that will take us back in time to ancient Egypt, a time when pharaohs ruled and pyramids were the grandest structures on the horizon. Fact 1. Ancient Egypt, as we know it, began around 5,000 years ago in 3100 BC, with the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt under the rule of the first pharaoh Nama. This marked the beginning of the early dynastic period, a time of political consolidation and cultural development. Fact 2. The ancient Egyptians were pioneers in many fields, including medicine. They were the first to use stitches, bandages, and even prosthetics, making them the forefathers of modern surgery. Fact 3. The ancient Egyptians were also the first to develop a written script. Hieroglyphs, a system of pictorial writing, were used for religious texts and formal inscriptions. However, for everyday use, they developed a cursive script known as hieratic. Fact 4. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built for Pharaoh Khufu around 2600 BC, is the only surviving structure of the seven wonders of the ancient world. It was the tallest man-made structure in the world for over 3,800 years. Fact 5. Ancient Egyptians believed in life after death and spent a great deal of their lives preparing for their journey to the afterlife. This is why they built elaborate tombs, filled with all the necessities they thought they would need. Fact 6. The ancient Egyptians had a pantheon of over 2,000 deities. Their religion was complex and polytheistic, with gods and goddesses responsible for every aspect of life and death. Fact 7. The ancient Egyptians developed a solar calendar which was remarkably accurate. It had 365 days divided into 12 months of 30 days each, with 5 extra days at the end of the year. Fact 8. The Nile River was the lifeblood of ancient Egypt. Its annual flooding provided the fertile soil that allowed the Egyptian civilization to thrive in an otherwise desert landscape. Fact 9. The last pharaoh of Egypt was Cleopatra VII, who reigned from 51 to 30 BC. Her death marked the end of the Ptolemaic kingdom and the beginning of Roman Egypt. Fact 10. The Rosetta Stone, discovered in 1800, was the key to deciphering Egyptian hieroglyphs. This artifact contained a decree written in 3 scripts: Greek, Egyptian hieroglyphs, and Demotic, an Egyptian script used for daily purposes. So, what have we learned? Ancient Egypt was a civilization of firsts, the first to unify a nation, to develop a written script, to practice medicine, and to build monumental structures like the Great Pyramid. It was a civilization that revolved around the Nile, revered a multitude of gods, and was deeply invested in the concept of the afterlife. It was a civilization whose last pharaoh was the famous Cleopatra, and whose undeciphered writing was finally unlocked by the Rosetta Stone. The echoes of ancient Egypt still resonate today, reminding us of a time when the desert sands whispered stories of gods, pharaohs, and the eternal journey of the soul.